Boys, in previous class, I have explained ledger posting and also explained how will you ascertain ledger balances of different accounts. So when you have a recorded transaction in journal book, got it posted to respective ledger account, then one question may arise in your mind whether you have recorded all those transactions correctly or not in journal book, or have posted all those correctly recorded transactions of journal correctly in ledger accounts or not. So how will you access whether you have recorded and posted entire transactions properly correctly in books of account? So in order to check this one, you need to prepare trial balance. What is a trial balance? It is not an account, it is a statement prepared on a particular date. It may be prepared daily, may be prepared weekly, fortnightly, monthly, quarterly, yearly, or as per convenience of entity to check arithmetical accuracy of books of accounts. All ledger balances, whether it is debit balance or credit balance of different account heads, gets executed in trial balance, and at last cash and bank balances of cash book 2 is taken onto its preparation, and both debit and credit side of trial balance must tally. Now, how will you execute? For instance, trial balance as at definite date, serial number, ledger balance. You made a format of ledger folio from where you have taken that balance. This is your debit aspect, and the next one is credit aspect. So those account whose balances appear onto debit side of ledger account will come on to debit side of trial balance. For instance, number one, all assets, all expenses and losses, reserve or provision created on liabilities. These shows debit balance, and their balances are always executed onto debit side of trial balance. Similarly, second one, all liabilities, all income and gains, and reserve or provision created on assets actually appears onto credit side. Now, closing stock, closing stock, or you may say unsold stock of goods, it is not shown not shown in trial balance. That means it doesn't appear onto any side of trial balance. But if it is given that closing stock in bracket adjusted or purchases in bracket adjusted, then it will appear onto debit side of trial balance. However, if this word adjusted is not given, then you did not require to show balance of unsold stock in trial balance. And at last, both will tally total, both total will equal. If there is difference in debit or credit side total, you are to assume that there is an error either in casting. Casting means making total of debit and credit side of an account and assessing ultimate debit or credit balance of that account. Or there may be an error in recording such transaction in journal book. However, many times, in spite of occurrence of errors, trial balance both debit and credit side total tallies. So what is that situation? It is the situation when errors which are not disclosed by trial balance. For instance, there are certain errors which are not disclosed after preparing trial balance, and these errors remain unearthed. Now it is the qualified person who tend to detect such error and then through passing rectification journal entry tend to rectify such errors. What are those? Errors not disclosed by trial balance. So these are following. Number one, error of omission. 2, error of commission. Number 3, error of misposting. Number 4, error of principals. And number 5 is compensating errors. What is error of omission? If a transaction is not recorded in journal book, obviously the same may not find place in respective ledger account, and as a result, such unrecorded transaction may not affect agreement of trial balance and trial balance tallies. First error. Second one, error of commission. If a transaction at the time of recording in journal book, say, paid salary rupees 1000. So you all know its journal entry. Salary account debited 1000 to cash account 1000. But wrongly, the same got recorded in books of accounts as 10,000. Salary account debited 10,000, followed by cash account, which you have credited by 10,000. That means whatever was the actual amount of salary payment, rupees 1000, it was recorded as 10,000 in salary account, and the same got credited in cash account too by rupees 10,000. More amount was recorded, so obviously the same will get posted to respective ledger account in salary and cash account to rupees 10,000. So this excessive recording in both debit and credit aspect, error committed in both debit and credit aspect by similar amount, may not provide any impact on agreement of trial balance and will tally. Now third is error of misposting. You know, in a firm, there are many debtors parties. For instance, X and Company, X and Brothers, and so on. These are the debtors parties. Now, if goods were sold on credit to X and Company, but by mistake it got recorded in X and Brothers, another debtor account, so debtor balance will remain same. But actually this is an error, and this error may not be disclosed by trial. Next one is error of principle, where the person or individual who is entrusted with responsibility of recording transactions in journal book and then having its posting to respective ledger account do not know actual principle of accounting, such error is committed. For example, building is an asset, real account, and repairing charges paid for that building is an expense, nominal account. But both are debited. For instance, you have purchased building for rupees 1 lakh, so building account will be debited by 1 lakh. And if you have paid repairing charges rupees 10,000, then repairs and renewals account will also be debited by rupees 10,000. However, repairing charges will be shown separately as expense of business, and building will be shown separately as asset of that business. Now, in case the person who is charged of recording business transactions paid repairing charges of 10,000, and in place of debiting repairing charges account, he has debited building account. So value of building asset will go up by rupees 10,000. Repairing charges paid for that building may not appear in respective ledger account. So when value of building will be executed on to trial balance debit side, trial balance will tally. But actually it is an error now. Now the qualified person tend to detect such error through his capabilities and rectifies. And last one is compensating error. These errors arises when bookkeeper, in order to compensate committed error of one account, commits error in other account. Then such compensating error, due to this compensating error, trial balance agreement may not have any effect and will tally. For instance, paid for salary 1000 rupees and it was debited by 100. So 900 less salary expense was shown now. Similarly, received interest rupees 1000 and it has been shown as rupees 100. So here credit income too has been shown less by rupees 900. So in order to compensate error committed in one account, when bookkeeper has committed error in other account, then this compensating error may not have any impact on trial balance and trial balance will tally. However, qualified person tend to access such error and rectifies through rectification journal entry. But there are certain errors which are detected after preparing trial balance. These were errors not disclosed by trial balance. Then what are those errors which are disclosed by trial balance? Errors disclosed by trial balance. So there are certain errors which when bookkeeper commits, the same gets disclosed after preparing trial balance. These are number one, error of wrong side posting. Number two, error of twice posting. Number three, casting errors. Number four, errors in posting in one side of an account. Now, what are those? Number one, error of wrong side posting. If a transaction is posted to wrong side of an account head, then such error will be reflected, will be accessed through preparing trial balance. Error of twice posting. If an amount gets posted two times in an account head wrongly, the same error is also detected after preparing trial balance. And casting errors refers to making total of account heads, and if such error is committed, again such error is also detected through preparing trial balance. And while errors in posting in one side of an account head, if it is committed and other account is left unposted or unrecorded, the same error also gets detected after preparing trial balance. So these are the errors which are disclosed by trial balance. And previous one were the errors which were not disclosed after preparing trial balance. And I have also here explained the format of trial balance and what are the different types of accounts that needed to be shown on to trial balance to have explained, and hope all of you have understood it. In next class we will explain how to prepare trial balance by giving example. Thank you.